Hey guys, so today we are at the LPG fitting station. They fitted my Alfa Romeo GT with an LPG system and we're gonna collect the car. It's ready now. They looks like they put on some stickers. I'm gonna get rid of that. So here's the valve saving fluid. Just to be sure, it's not 100% necessary, but I decided to install it anyway. So here we see the injectors, BRC injector rail, very high quality. And underneath you see the 4 lines for the valve saving fluid, and the grey thing in the back is the LPG filter. And here in the front, the black box is the valve, which will open once you want to drive on LPG system. So yeah, it's nicely installed. The grey thing there is the LPG evaporator, and here in the front there's a connector for the LPG ECU, the computer. So yeah, kind of like it. It's pretty neat. So let's go to the interior. I want to show you the button where we can switch from petrol to the LPG. So here it is, here on the left side of the console. Here it is switched on. So yeah, it's now on petrol. The red left on the left is the light for the valve saving fluid. It will light up when you need to fill it up. So let's walk around to the back. And here on the right side there's the filling cap for the LPG. Yeah, it's not ideal. I admit it's not ideal, but it's very practical. It's easily accessible. So, and it's a dark car. Yeah, there are better methods, but they are not installing it like that. So, well, it's okay. I always had it like that. So now let's open the trunk. And there you go. And I will show you the LPG tank. There it is, 45 liters. Netto it's around 40 liters of liquid petroleum gas. With like 1 to 10, it's like around 400 kilometers on 40 liters of LPG, which is quite reasonable. So there you have it. So hey guys, we're back, and now let's look into the LPG installation a little more closer. So there's the engine, and here on top you will see the injectors, the rail, 4 injector rail, and these will bring the LPG into the combustion chambers. The brand is BRC, very good brand. So the LPG liquid gas is coming from this side. This is a valve. Then it goes from this filter back to the tank in the back. So the vaporizer is down here, this gray thing. This is the vaporizer. Very small. In the olden days it was a lot bigger. Here's another valve, shut-off valve, main valve. Here are some new cables that weren't there before. Here is the connector to program and to do a readout of the liquid petrol LPG installation. And then I had to look for it, but down here, I'll take this one apart. There is the ECU, the computer for the liquid petrified gas. The LPG ECU is down there, and that's also the air inlet for the engine. So they tucked it away there, completely out of sight. A little sticker when the last service was. And then here is a tank for the valve lubricant, for the valve protector. Little tank. ERC, fill it with ERC gas lube. Valve protector. It wasn't really necessary, it wasn't really advised to install it. But, well, the engine is quite young. So, and I know these cars tend to use a lot of oil. So I don't know. I just being cautious, being on the safe side, I decided to install it anyway. So, and you can see it right here. Here, these lines will bring the fluid into the air inlet. There is the protector going into the air inlet, and then a bit further here you have where the gas goes into the engine, and it runs fine. It only needs a little oil, not all that much, but yeah, it's better safe than sorry. So that's why I let it install. So that's the parts under the hood. Then we go to the interior. For the button, and the button is there. You can see the button, BRC. Let's focus. This is the button. I don't have the key in the ignition at the moment, but it has the red light is the valve protectant, the lubricant that will light up when it's out, and this is the button where you switch between LPG and petrol. There's a red LED on the top side when you're driving on petrol, and it will switch green when you press the button to switch to LPG. And on the bottom side there are 4 green LEDs for the fuel level, LPG fuel level. So red for petrol, green for LPG, and then those 4 LEDs come on if you have a full tank. And that's all. It's behind the steering wheel, so it's not very you don't get bothered by it, but when I want to see the fuel level, I'll just go to the side and I can read the fuel level. So that's at the side. And then of course in the back we have the tank. You saw it in the previous part. There it is. It's a little bit higher than the floor level of the trunk. It's a little higher. Don't know if you can see it properly, but yeah, my hand, it's about 1 hand higher than the floor level. So yeah, when you close it up, then here's a little movement, but that will probably go down eventually. You can also bring foam on this side to bring this level up, but I'm not gonna do that because the trunk is not that high. If you want to go on a holiday, you really need this height for the boot lid to close up. So I really want to maximize the height. So I think if you put enough weight on this, this will go under. This will drop, so that's no problem. And one little part of improvement are these bolts. These bolts are now pretty high, whilst here these are much lower. So I want these out, and I want lowered bolts. That would bring me like, I don't know, 6 millimeters, and the floor will drop a little bit more, be more flat. So I have to fix that. But then it's okay. So it's not the biggest tank. The tank is about 45 liters netto. In total it's like 50, but you always go like 80% filling. So it's about 45 liters in reality. Yeah, that's what it is. 45 liters. You could probably do
10 kilometers on 1 liter, so 1 on 10. So that would be 450 kilometers. So that's reasonable. That's what I'm used to. You have that with every LPG car, so that's quite normal. So it's a lot cheaper. So yeah, that's that. And then on the side there is the fill cap. It's a bit crude, but yeah, if the car is dirty and the fuel cap is clean, so now you can see it very well. But once the car is cleaned, it's not that bad. It would have been nicer behind the license plate. Now and then you can yeah, put it off behind the license plate, but it always will give a lot of noise going to and from. So you don't want that noise, that rattling noise. It would have been nice if it would be next to this, but that's not wide enough. So I wanted to put it like here underneath. But then you had to take the bumper off, and I didn't want to do that. So the bumper is nicely tucked on the car. So yeah, I had to go with yeah, the cap in the side. I'm used to that. My previous cars also had that. It's not ideal. I agree, it's not ideal, but yeah. So it is what it is. So we have LPG, and I will also show you a clip where we're driving LPG and petrol to see what the difference is. But I can give you a little spoiler: the difference is neglectable,